One thing about nuns, you can almost bet the bank on it, that we have a lot of prayer books. We have a lot of prayer books. And when this one came out, I wasn't so sure, do I need another prayer book? But somebody gave it to me as a gift, and I opened it up. First, let me show it to you. This is what it looks like. It's called Memento Mori Prayer Book. Now, Memento Mori means remember your death. And I thought at first, well, okay, how's that going to, what kind of a prayer book would that end up being? What's nice about this prayer book is that it's divided into 4 sections, and the 4 sections are based on the 4 last things: death, judgment, heaven, and hell. Now, again, I was thinking, okay, maybe some of those I can see, finding prayers, but how in the world would you have like a prayer book based on those 4 things? Well, the subtitle to each one: death, prayers to live and die well. Hell, now this was a real surprise for me. Prayers to combat the powers of darkness, and I really like that one. Heaven, prayers for union with God. And I think I skipped one. Oh yeah, judgment, sorry. Judgment, prayers to prepare to meet Jesus. So even though they sound kind of like out there, they're very practical and something that you can really use. As you can see from the tabs, I love to color tab my things because I can find things really quickly between holy cards. Too many holy cards and you make another book. So the tabs really help. But they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. It's not just a way to prepare yourself, for a good death. It's also if you have someone in your family who's dying. I've had that happen to me once, and honestly, it's a difficult situation to be in, and you really don't always have the words. But the prayer book really has, beautiful prayers of saints and reflections and examinations. And I find them, this prayer book is in my pew, along with my community prayer book that we have with our community prayers. But I find it has beautiful chaplets to the precious blood, chaplets to the divine mercy. My orange tab is the chaplet to Saint Michael and the Archangels. They have prayers for after communion. They have my favorite prayer, which is in the part on heaven, and it's Blessed Elizabeth of the Trinity, her beautiful prayer to the Trinity. It's just an incredible treasury of prayers that you won't find in just any ordinary prayer book. It's something that I think the first day I got it, I read the entire book. The next day, I read the entire book. The third day, I put tabs. And after that, it's not like I have a lot of time to keep rereading books, but this is definitely a book that you will want to keep with you. It's not just for Lent, but it's very good for Lent, because to orient ourselves to the fact that, that's what Lent is all about, is to remember that our life is short and we want to prepare for heaven, and that's the goal. From Ash Wednesday to Easter, that's pretty much like the whole trajectory of your life. So it's really good to have, not just for Lent, but for the whole year. And actually, I've been using it this whole past year in my pew. So get yourself a copy of this prayer book with a skull on it. It's called Memento Mori Prayer Book, Prayers on the Last Things. You won't regret it. It's great, but make sure you get the tabs too.